non più tra i farfalloni amoroso, notte e giorno di torno girando, delle belle turbando al riposo, Narcisetto ad un giro d'amor. Delle belle turbando al riposo, Narcisetto ad un giro d'amor. Non più avrai questi bei panacchini, quel cappello leggero galante, quella chioma, quell'aria brillante, quel vermiglio d'onesco color, quel vermiglio d'onesco color. Non più avrai quei pennacchini, quel cappello, quella chioma, quell'aria brillante. Non più tra i farfalloni amoroso, notte e giorno di torno girando, delle belle turbando al riposo, Narcisetto ad un giro d'amor. Delle belle turbando al riposo, Narcisetto ad un giro d'amor. Fra guerrieri può far bacco, gran bustacchi stretto sacco, schioppo in spalla, sciabla a fianco, collo dritto, muso franco, un gran casco, un gran turbante, molto onor, poco cantante, poco cantante, poco cantante. Ed invece del fandango una marcia per il fango, per montagne, per valloni, con le nevi e salioni, al concerto di tromboni, di bombarde e di cannoni, che le porre tutti i tuoni all'orecchio fan fischiar. Non più avrai quei pennacchini, non più avrai quel cappello, non più avrai quella chioma, non più avrai quell'aria brillante.
Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Camilla aka CamiSimming and welcome to a new speed build. So I hope you enjoyed this special intro because today we're doing something different. I participated to a collab with some amazing simmers. They're Giuliabuilds, SillySimmuz, FezSimsi, Marriage95 and OwyyBee. They're all Italian simmers and we wanted to bring some Italy to the game, so we wanted to do this collab. And each of us is doing something that is inspired by our country. Some of us are doing speed builds, we're posting on Twitter, and every one of us is uploading their build to the gallery, so you will find all of them there. So I wanted to do something unusual, and I thought about doing something that in Italian we call palafitte, that can be translated into stilt houses. There are houses on stilts, yeah, you guessed it. And so basically, where I live, I come from the northern part of Italy in a region that's called Trentino Alto Adige, and here we have some examples of these kind of houses. We have actually a museum because in a lake in my region, I looked it up on the internet. So in 1929, they discovered these stilt houses that were hidden under the water level because the lake level lowered, and they discovered these houses, and so they made a museum out of these houses. And so even I tried to do the same, like make these houses look like the older palafitte look like a place where you can go and see original artifacts and objects. So it's kind of a museum even here in my speed build. So yeah, I don't have any picture. I will try to add one here so you can see it, but I went there like when I was 7 for a school trip, so I don't have any pictures. Okay, and other kinds of palafitte can be found in the region. There is one on and also these two palafitte, the older ones, are in a more swampy area, and they're made like of mud and wood. So if they're like ugly from the outside, that's because I was trying to. That's why, because I was trying to be faithful, let's say so. And okay, so the other palafitta instead is far north. So it's on a lake that's called Lake Bryas. Is in the northern part of my region, and it's stunning. There's a modern still house, more modern still house over there, made of wood. They also set an Italian TV show there. I'll try and add some photos here so you can see what I mean by stunning, including one that I took myself the last winter. So, okay. Anyway, since this video is basically landscaping, I wanted to answer some questions that you guys may have about Italy. So, yeah, I asked you guys for some question on Twitter, and yeah, so I have a few, and I want to begin like right now. So let's go. The first question is the hardest one. It's by Louis M, and she asks, pizza or pasta? And this is like one of the hardest questions to ask an Italian person because I don't know how to answer. I think I would go for pasta because you can be very creative with pasta, with the way you cook it, with the things that you put into your plate along with the pasta, and you can cook it normally, or you can also cook it and then put it in the oven. So there are a lot of things, and also I eat it like every day, so I think I would go for pasta. Then StudySim asks, is there something you don't like in the personality of the Italians? And oh boy, yes, there are some things that I don't like. I think that sometimes it's like a very sad things to me, but I think that sometimes we are too easy to persuade from politicians and from the TV, for example. There's a lot of trash TV shows that I just cancel if I could, because they pull the most low instincts out of people, and many people sadly fall for them without critical thinking. And so, yeah, this is something that I don't like. Then Katharina Sims asks, what is the biggest misconception about Italy by foreigners? I think there are some. The first one is that we are lazy, and then that we are all following fashion and are all always fashionable. And also, I think that like that visiting Rome, Florence, and Venice means having visited all Italy. Italy is so much, is so rich. Like it has very so many things you can find here. So yeah, it's a bit reductive, I think. So yeah. Then she asks, what is your favorite Italian food and dessert for all of you, like for all Italians? And besides the obvious pasta and pizza, I would say risotto, gnocchi, ravioli, tortellini. I think probably you already heard of them. So, and for desserts, there is the tiramisu that I think that unites the whole peninsula, and literally it means like cheer me up, uplift me, like, and I think it's a very suitable name for this kind of dessert. It's made with mascarpone, which is a cheese, eggs, sugar, and some some cookies that are like into put into coffee. So yeah, and it's not so complicated as it may seem, but it's delicious. And also, I think that we have a lot of desserts that are made with pasta frolla, which I think it's short crust pastry, something like it. I had to look it up because I didn't know the name. And also another thing that I think it's not so popular, but I like it so much, is the salami di cioccolato, which is a kind of a chocolate salami. It's made of chocolate, cocoa, and um, cookie crumbles. So yeah, and of course the gelato. If you could change one thing about your country, what would it be? I like to hand the rivalry between the North and the South, all the prejudice surrounding the South. Yeah, this. It's Me George asks, what is your most famous cultural thing and what are you as Italians most proud of about your country? I think, yeah, the food tradition, the history that's basically everywhere around us. And on a sillier note, I would say the bidet. It's something that we are very proud of. I won't explain to you what is a bidet, but you can look for it. Okay, so SwanSimmuz asks, my grandma is Italian, which makes me Italian descendant. Yes, yes, I would say so. How are Italians towards LGBTQ? Okay, so I think there is still a lot of progress to be made. I think that younger people are more accepting towards diversity than older people. That gay and trans people are accepted in the media and television, but I think it's like they are often made fun of, and if people would meet other gay people in real life, they wouldn't be so accepting, I think. Yeah, it's like something funny to look in the television often, not always, but often. There's a sentence that explains this kind of behavior that can be translated into I am not homophobic, but dot dot dot. And often after the but come things like they can do stuff privately, I don't want them to kiss in front of me, and yeah, it's so very sad. Gay couples here can adopt yet. I say yet because I hope they will be able to in the future, but there is some progress regarding marriage. Some years ago, the unioni civili, that's like civil unions, were approved by the government, and that means that gay couple can be recognized as a family from the state. What's your favorite aspect about the culture? Yes, I said it already, the food, the art, everything. Which things other countries' cultures are misunderstood about the Italians. So I think the people misunderstand the reason why we gesticulate so much. It's not that we're stressed or nervous. We're doing this all the time to express different things. And also another thing that I see on the TV very often, the gesture with the hand that's so stereotypically Italian. It's not used randomly as we see on TV, but actually it has a meaning. So it means things like, what do you want? What did you say? Or you completely misunderstood what I said. So it's basically to ask questions or to say that I didn't understand something. Then 25th and South asks, I've always wanted to visit Italy, so how do you Italians really feel about tourists? I don't feel bad about tourists. The only thing is that you as Italian have to like be careful and know where to travel and when. For example, I would never, for the love of God, go to Venice in summer, because Venice in summer is like you can't even walk because there are too many people on the street, and it happens the same with a lot of other Italian cities. So yeah, I think tourism and tourists are always welcome to Italy, especially in the southern part. In the northern part, especially in my region, we call ourselves bears because we are like we aren't rude, but we are like very introvert. Yeah, like bears. There are animals that you can find on our mountains. So yeah. This in real life asks, is it true that you are proud of your province and you'll fight against other people from other provinces in a bid to see which is better? I keep seeing that as a stereotype. This question made me laugh so hard because, yeah, it's kind of true. It's especially true in places like Tuscany where yeah, there are provinces that fight against each other, they hate each other. Giuliabuilds will probably be better at explaining this, but yeah. I think that some sort of rivalry, yeah, there's some sort of rivalry in general because even that I don't come from Tuscany, I think like my region is the best one, that my city is the best one. So I think that we are very proud of our regions and provinces maybe, but um, yeah, the most fierce are the ones from Tuscany, definitely. Then Camilla YTB asks, what do you like the most about your country and the least? So I like the things I like the most are some really important things like public healthcare and public education, and also the natural variety that you can find here. And then I was thinking to add something more silly to the question and to the answer, and I would say that I'm not proud, but I think it's something very funny. The fact that the creativity that us Italians have with swearing and swear words. Yeah, I'm not proud of it, but it makes me laugh. And yeah, I think I have more variety in Italian rather than English. So. And the least favorite thing is the fact that we feel united as Italians only when there's things like football World Cup or the coronavirus. So yeah, I would love us to be more united in general. Then SillySimmuz asks which famous touristy city is the best, and out of all the ones I visited, because spoiler alert, I haven't seen Rome, so yeah, I'm a bit embarrassed of this. But out of all the ones I visited, I'd say Venice, and one one city that is very underrated to me is Turin because it's beautiful. It's very beautiful. Then, Simming Bird asks, "What are your favorite Italian artists?" And I could go on for hours talking about this, so I will split my answer into two parts: the older ones, the older artists, and the modern singers. So the older ones, I love Battisti, De André, and De Gregori are my favorites. Especially Battisti and De André are like gods in the Italian um, music history and tradition. They are, yeah, especially De André talks about very serious matters. Is amazing. He's amazing, and also Battisti. They were amazing. And De Gregori is another one that I like very much. And for the modern ones, I like Elisa Giovanotti and a band that's called Pinguini Tattici Nucleari, which is a very fun name, which can be translated to like tactic nuclear penguins, something like that. I will link some of their songs down below if you want to, if you're curious to listen to some of the songs. Then the Blooming Same asks, "Who are your favorite Italian musicians to listen to?" Okay, I've already answered to this. Favorite film directors? What is your original dialect? I don't know any film directors, but I know who my favorite Italian actress is, and it's Paola Cortellesi. I think she's very good. My original dialect is Trentino. I don't speak it on a daily basis, but I understand it and I can kind of speak it. But if you are a local and you hear me speaking it, you can like imagine, you can understand that I don't speak it very regularly. Then Anna Rose asks, "My family and I are planning on coming to Italy this Christmas. Is there anything you would recommend?" Yes, I would say she sent me a map with the places that she will go to, and I'll answer with some less popular destinations where maybe you wouldn't think to go. So, yeah, I would suggest Trento, which is the main city of my region, especially in Christmas. Trentino Alto Adige, that's my region, has like a magical atmosphere. You feel like you are in a kind of fairy tale with all the Christmas markets and the Christmas atmosphere in the mountains. It's like magical, I think. Also, Verona, it's one of the most romantic cities, even without considering the whole Romeo and Juliet stuff. And of course, I'm more of an expert of the northern part of Italy. So if I'm not including anything from the south, it's because yeah, I'm not very expert on that part of the country. And then the last question from Giuliabuilds asks, which is your favorite region? Mine. is there somewhere in Italy you haven't been to yet and you'd like to visit? I would love to visit Rome and Sardinia because I never went to, and also the only one region that I'm missing is Valle d'Aosta, which is a very little region in the far northwestern part. So yeah, I would say Rome, Sardinia, and Valle d'Aosta. Yeah. So there were a lot of questions. Thank you for asking them. I hope you liked the video and I hope you liked the answers I gave you. I hope you will go and take a look to all the entries for this collab because I haven't seen them properly, but I'm sure that they will be amazing. And yeah, so if you like this video, please leave a like, a comment, and subscribe to the channel. I will see you all in my next one, and have a great day. Bye, everybody.
Non più tra i farfalloni amoroso, notte e giorno di torno girano, delle belle turbando al riposo, Narcisetto ad un giro d'amor. Delle belle turbando al riposo, Narcisetto ad un giro d'amor. Non più avrai questi bei panacchini, quel cappello leggero galante, quella chioma, quell'aria brillante, quel vermiglio d'onesco color, quel vermiglio d'onesco color. Non più avrai quei pennacchini, quel cappello, quella chioma, quell'aria brillante. Non più tra i farfalloni amoroso, notte e giorno di torno girano, delle belle turbando al riposo, Narcisetto ad un giro d'amor. Delle belle turbando al riposo, Narcisetto ad un giro d'amor. Fra guerrieri può far bacco, gran bustacchi stretto sacco, schioppo in spalla, sciabla a fianco, collo dritto, muso franco, un gran casco, un gran turbante, molto onor, poco cantante, poco cantante, poco cantante. Ed invece del fandango una marcia per il fango, per montagne, per valloni,